Okay, hello and welcome to today's class. In today's class, we'll be solving for just 10 minutes, and once you are done with this 10 minutes, we are done for today's class. So please pay attention. The timer has started. So I'll be explaining question 1B from Basic Engineering Hydrology 2024/2025 past questions. So let's go. So number 1B says, given n equals to 9, summation of xi equals to 46, summation of yi equals to 0.8546, summation of x square I equals to 761.35, summation of xi yi equals to 9.48. The mean of x was given as 0.111, and this is the symbol for mean of x bar, and the mean of y was given as 0.095, and the symbol for mean of y bar. So the first question says we should compute A naught and A1. And the next one says estimate the values of A and B. The complete question, I'll display it on the screen in case you don't have the past question. Yes, from the 2024/2025 past question, I'll display it on the screen. So our solution, the first thing we need to memorize is this equation. This is the first part we are solving, that's the compute A naught and A1. For us to get A1, we need to know this equation so we can input our values and get A1. Now the equation says n times summation of xi yi minus summation of xi summation of yi all over n times summation of what? X square I minus open bracket x summation of what? Xi all square. So now we know that n is equals to what? 9 from our value here. N equals to 9. So we'll put it here, n as 9 times, we know that summation of xi yi, which is this 9.48. So it will now be 9 times 9.48 minus it here. Summation of xi, look at it here, summation of xi as 46, we'll put the value here, times summation of what? Yi, which is this, summation of yi 0.8546, we'll put it here, all over n, which is 9, times summation of x square I, summation of x square I, which is this 761.35, you put two of them in bracket, minus it here, minus, you put minus here, xi, summation of xi, you know summation of xi is 46, but here now they say summation of xi square, that is 46 square, which is this. So when we did that, we punched our calculator here, we punched our calculator with us, and we got a value of what? 9.71 times 10 raised to the power of minus 3 as our what? A1. Next up, this equation is for A naught. To get A naught, we know that not to be equals to what? Y bar, which is the mean of y, look at it here, y bar mean of y, minus A1, which we've gotten here, times x bar, which is what? The mean of x, x bar. So now we have y bar, we have A1, and we have x bar. So we are looking for A naught. What do? We simply substitute in their values, which is this here, which is this. Y bar is what? 0.095, look at it over here, 0.095, minus what? A1, which is this we got here, 9.71 times 10 raised to the power minus 3, and we have x bar, which is this 5.111, which was given in the question, 5.111. So by the time over here, we got 0.045. Please, I hope you also have your calculator so you can also punch to confirm your answers. So we are done with the first part, which is compute A naught and A1. Now the next part says estimate the values of A and B. But now they say we should use regression line. This is equation I equals to A over B plus B. Now we will separate them. We know that I is still the same thing as this A over D plus B, same thing as A over D plus A over B, right? Now invert all of them. Now be anything you do to the left hand side of the equation, you do it to the right hand side of the equation, right? So it now be 1 over I. So if you do 1 over I, you've turned I upside down, right? So this one you turn it upside down. 1 over D will become what? D over A. And 1 over B will become what? B over A. We call it what? Equation 1. Next up, y equals to A1x plus A naught. This is another equation you should take note of, because we'll be equating this equation 2 with equation 1. We'll be comparing their equations. So this was the equation they gave to us, which we derive as this. Compare it with our straight line equation, our regression line equation. So now we now have that y is equal to 1 over I. You see where it is placed. Y is placed by this left hand side of the equation. 1 over I is placed at the left hand side of the equation. So we equate the both of them as y equals to what? 1 over I. The next side, A1. No, we are looking for A and B, right? So we should put A1 in respect to A, because we already have the value of A1. So we are looking for A. So A1 will be what? A equals to 1 over A, or if you put it in index form, it will now be what? A raised to the power minus 1. And D now is what? X. So we are done with this part. Now this other part, B over A. If you look at this part of this, after the plus sign, we have only A naught. So A naught will become A naught will now be equals to what? B over A, which is this here. A naught equals to what? B over A. So now we've gotten A naught as B over A, and we've gotten A as 1 over A. So now I want to make A the subject of the formula. So if we make A the subject of the formula, we take it here and we bring this A1 here. We'll now have that A is equal to what? 1 over A1. And same thing for here, we'll make B subject of the formula. To make B subject of the formula, we'll times both sides by A. So if you times both sides by A will cancel out here, and here will now be what? A times A naught. So B will now be what? A naught times A. Now we've gotten the equation for A, and we've gotten the equation for simply what? Input the values. So A now goes to 1 over A and 1 over A1, and A1 we got A1 as 9.71 times 10 raised to the power minus 3, which is this over here, 9.71 times 10 raised to the power minus 3. So we put in the value, punch our calculator, and we got our value as what? 102.99. So we got the value for A. Now for B, similarly, we input the values that we got for A naught times the value we got for A, which is this. So now for A naught, our value was given to us from this place. See where we got A1, right? As we got at what? 0.095. So we put it there at 0.045, right? Times A. That's A naught is 0.045 times A, which is 102.99, which is A. See where we got A from. And we point our calculator and we're able to get what? 4.63. So you still have 2 minutes on our clock. So I want to use these 2 minutes to what? Beg on everybody to please share this video with their friends. So this is the complete solving here. In case full view, this is complete solving. Beg your friends to what? Please subscribe to our channel to also learn with us, so that others will know that something good is happening here. Yes, prepare for exams together. Don't be a selfish classmate that will have materials and hide it from others. Please don't be like that. Always share what you have so others too can learn. So thank you for staying to the end of this class. Thank you for staying to the end of this class. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please make sure you what? Like, share. You like what? Make sure you like, you share, and you what? Subscribe. All right. All right. Take care. See you on the next one. So in the next class, we'll be solving the next past question, which is question 2. I'll be dropping the video for that too. Thank you and see you in our next class. Bye. The timer is not yet up. Should we wait for the timer to be up, or should I stop the timer? Let's stop the timer.